Looking for recruiting news you can use? Welcome to Recruiting Headlines, powered by recruitingheadlines.com, a short news segment for recruiters who need to know. Today's episode is sponsored by RecTech Live, on-demand and live webinar learning for recruiters. Go to rectechlive.com to access past shows and see what's coming.
Hey everyone, it's Chris Russell for the Recruiting Headlines for the week ending October 26th. So first up, just a quick note on recruitingheadlines.com. The 2019 HR and Recruiting Event Calendar has been published. If you click on the sidebar on our site, look under the 2018 graphic, you'll see the link there for previewing 2019 events. The first event happens in January, which will be in San Francisco. It's the Social Recruiting Strategies Conference from January 30th to February 1st. And then in February, I'll be attending my first show, which is at Recruiting Trends and Talent Tech live in Las Vegas at Caesars Palace. And that happens February 20th to 22nd. So if you are looking for what events to go to next year, it's definitely a great page to keep track of what's happening on a month-by-month basis. If you're an event organizer and you want to get your shows added, send us an email there, info@recruitingheadlines.com, and we'll get you listed along with a link to your registration page. We'll be adding to it over time. So right now it's probably, I'd say, about 30 to 40 events up there for the year. But we'll be adding more as the new shows get announced. Many shows just haven't been organized or published online yet, so we keep track of that. And again, head over to recruitingheadlines.com to see the 2019 HR and Recruiting Events Calendar. All right, and just a quick side note as well, I'll be headed to HIREconf in New York City next month, November 7th and 8th. That's put on by HiringSolve, the sourcing tool. It's a 2-day event in New York. It's one of the few recruiting events that happen in New York, so looking forward to doing some interviews there for the podcast and just catching up with some industry friends and colleagues. Should be a good time, and if you are in the New York area, definitely check out the event. It's hireconf.com. It's conf.com, hireconf.com. All right. In the news this week, so we've got ZipRecruiter with some announcements. They announced job seeker profiles, a new guided feature available on the company's mobile app that prompts job seekers to enter data about their experience and career objectives. ZipRecruiter's AI-driven matching technology, says the press release, will analyze data from profiles and resumes to quickly and accurately connect employers and job seekers. The feature aims to help mobile app users find their dream job by simplifying the resume building process and making it easier for them to stand out to employers. Profiles allow them to fill out a summary, including their skills, certifications, desired salary, and career objectives. So the data can be entered manually or generated automatically from an uploaded resume. So ZipRecruiter is getting better at kind of sucking into your resume data and getting more profiles into the system to improve their content. And they're going to be using, AI, machine learning to help match those candidates to the jobs that are on ZipRecruiter to help with help with applies and get more qualified candidates in the pipeline. So nice job by Zip. Temable is in the news. So they just got a new round of funding. Now, Temable is a leader is a software in crowdsourced recruiting. And they made an acquisition as well as a funding announcement this week. The company has acquired Simpler, which is a referral recommendation engine and matchmaking recruiting software. Temable also announced additional funding from a new investor, Foundation Capital, with participation from previous investors, True Ventures and Saster Fund. The funding is helping Temable accelerate its market-leading position as the smartest and highest ROI way to attract and hire the right experienced talent, says the press release. Temable already is proven as the best source of technical and experienced hires at companies such as Spotify and Lyft, as well as the number one source of diverse hires from historically underrepresented groups. The addition of simpler advanced matching algorithms with Temable's intelligent social recruiting algorithm and workflows is taking the searching, guesswork, and spam out of the candidate sourcing process. So that is new this week from a funding standpoint. I thought was interesting to pass along. To date, Temable, it says, has helped hundreds of companies, large and small, hire for tough-to-fill positions such as engineers and nurses. One of their customers is Spotify. And they quote, they're quoted as saying, using Temable has saved our hiring managers, recruiters, and employees a lot of work and time, said Frederick Johnson, head of global talent acquisition at Spotify. Temable has been a game changer for us by scaling our referral hiring process and improving it with their matching algorithms and seamless workflow. So there you go. Temable.com is their URL. Digi-Me is in the news. So Digi-Me is a digital recruiting firm specialized in tracking video technology for modern day employers. They've released a new reporting dashboard for effectively automating reports for video job ads data and metrics. The new dashboard allows users the opportunity to run an analysis on the time and date when video views occur, as well as candidate applications in an easy-to-use digest graphical format. The graphs report the duration of how long the job videos have been viewed. The Digi-Me solution is able to track views back to hire, giving our clients, it says, valuable insights to determine true ROI and enormous cost savings. All right, so I think tracking video has always been an issue for many companies. With the existing tools today, like, YouTube, maybe a Vimeo, it's hard to kind of see if that person came, went and applied to a job from there. So I'm not sure how good Digi-Me's tracking is, but it's good that they're working on it. It's definitely an issue out there as employer videos grow in scope and just proliferate more. Every employer is creating a video these days. It seems like they're going to need ways to track this stuff. So Digi-Me is spelled Digi-Me. Just Google them, and you can check out their site and product. And lastly, speaking of video, did a new blog post on the site on Recruiting Headlines about Goldi. So Goldi.com, Goldi, is the first ever video-only job board, and it's based out of New York City. So I was contacted by their founder, Melanie Anderson, who who spent 17 years in recruiting, and she's the founder of the company. It's an interesting place here. I wrote a pretty big piece on Recruiting Headlines on the blog. It is a sponsored piece of content, by the way, just for transparency's sake. But it looks like a pretty good, pretty interesting tool, right? So it's something that we haven't seen yet. I've been waiting for a video-only job site to come around. So basically, on Goldi.com, you can go there as an employer. You can post your videos. You pay $250 to do that. Or you can hire them to come into your office and shoot the video. I'm not sure what that cost is. But then when you post that video as a video job listing, the job seekers only can apply through a video of their own, which they do through a mobile app. So there's a website component and a mobile app component to Goldi as well. Melanie created it because she thought that it's the first video job where it connects job seekers and companies through these short videos. It saves them time as far as interviewing goes. And I think it's an interesting play. I kind of see it as, I think of it more as a YouTube for jobs, if you will. I think it's a direction they could go in if they decide to really, gain some traction here. So it's a new startup. They've been working on it for about a year, she said. And it's kind of interesting. I like the way the site looks. It's basically YouTube for jobs, if you will. You go there, you see all the job videos, and you can just scroll through those easily. You can search them like a regular job board, if you will. So in that respect, it's very much like a traditional job board in that it's only video, though. There are no text job descriptions. So I give them kudos for thinking out of the box here a little bit. I do think that a video, aggregator tool maybe would be a good way to go with this. But check out Goldi.com. Check out the article I wrote. I did interview the CEO through this. There's a sample of what the videos look like on the article, and I think you'll find it interesting overall. So I've been waiting for a video job board to come out, and it's finally here. And they have a great domain name, by the way. Goldi.com is short and simple, and they have really good branding. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with Goldi. It's certainly something that I see as a need in the market and something that definitely could gain some traction here. So go check it out at recruitingheadlines.com. All right, kind of a slow week this week. That's it for today. I will talk to you next week. See you next time. Thanks for listening.
That's it for now. Be sure to sign up for our daily newsletter that delivers all the day's top stories every afternoon direct to your inbox. Subscribe at recruitingheadlines.com.